What can we do about the risk of mercury and lead and heavy metals that is bombarding us all the time? Worrying about it doesn't bring a solution. What we need is a safe, gentle, long-term chelator of heavy metal that will help us to bind and excrete heavy metals and toxins from our body. I want to go now to the mid-80s. Many of us remember the terrible nuclear accident in Chernobyl. One of the results of this accident is that many children were suffering from high reading of radioactive material. These children were given pectins, large molecule pectins that stay in the digestive tract. Pectin is a long chain of sugars, a long chain of galacturonic acid that is present in the peel of citrus fruits like oranges and grapefruit and lemons. And these pectins were able to reduce the radioactive readings by up to 50%. When I read this research, I came with an idea. If I can take regular pectin, modify it to a smaller size and the right structure so it can get absorbed into the bloodstream, it can serve as a gentle chelator of heavy metals on an ongoing basis. Over the years, we have conducted a number of studies that have shown indeed the effectiveness and safety of modified citrus pectin as a chelator of heavy metals. We've also shown that when we combine modified citrus pectin with modified alginates, which have a similar structure, they have a synergistic effect both in the bloodstream as well as in the gut, and therefore they can prevent the reabsorption of heavy metals, which can be excreted into the gut but then get reabsorbed, and therefore we need a much lower dosage to have a chelating effect. Both modified pectins as well as modified alginates belong to the same group that is called polyurinates. And polyurinates are known to chelate heavy metals through a mechanism called the egg box mechanism. The mechanism is just like many layers of an egg box that trap the positively charged heavy metals and have a much higher affinity for heavy metals than they have for regular minerals such as calcium and magnesium and zinc. So the first step in our research was to indeed show if we can indeed increase the excretion of toxic heavy metals in the urine without increasing the excretion of normal essential minerals. We took 7 subjects and we collected the urine for 24 hours and analyzed it for heavy metals. We then gave them modified citrus pectin at a dose of 5 grams 3 times a day and collected the urine again for 24 hours on day number 1 and on day number 6. And what we saw is a significant increase in the excretion of mercury, of lead, of arsenic, of cadmium, without increase in the excretion of calcium and magnesium. This specific research was done in conjunction with the USDA under an NIH grant and was published in the peer-reviewed journal Phytotherapy Research in late 2006. The last study that was accepted for publication in early 2008 was done on a group of children in China with toxic levels of lead. These children were hospitalized because of their toxic lead levels. When they used modified citrus pectin for 3 to 4 weeks, there was a dramatic decrease in the blood levels of lead and a dramatic increase in the excretion of lead in the urine. This is truly exciting because there are many children who are exposed to lead. I'm especially happy about it because here is something that can offer a solution and support to us as individuals who are concerned about heavy metals, but also to parents who are concerned about heavy metals in their children.